Are you constantly left wondering if someone has feelings for you? In today's video, we'll explore the Stoic philosophy to uncover the 7 signs that indicate someone likes you. Lesson 1. They'll find the chair closest to you. Someone choosing the chair next to you means they want to be close to you and are interested in you. In the setting of Stoicism, this behavior fits with the idea that people should try to control the things they can. The person who chooses to be close to you is being proactive to build a relationship, which shows courage and initiative. In a practical sense, choosing to be close to someone shows the Stoic value of being responsible for your deeds. It means that the person wants to spend more time with you and values your presence. This behavior is not just a coincidence. It is a choice that is based on real interest. One of the most important things about picking the chair closest to you is that it shows trust. A strong connection is built on trust, and being close to each other can be very helpful in developing and keeping that trust. Because they are sitting close to you, they are showing that they feel safe and at ease around you, which can help build trust and respect between you. This behavior can also be seen as an indication of weakness in a wider sense. It takes a certain amount of trust and willingness to sit close to someone and enter their personal space. This kind of openness can help you connect with someone more deeply because it shows that they are ready to let down their guard and be more real and open. It's about practicing being present and connecting that you choose the chair that's closest to you. That's why it's important to be fully present and involved in the things we do with other people and to value the time we spend with them. This behavior fits with the Stoic ideas of being aware, being real, and being connected to everything else. It helps us live more worthwhile and satisfying lives. We can improve our relationships and interactions by knowing and appreciating this sign. This will make the world a better place for everyone. It tells us to pay attention to the small but meaningful things we do that show what we really want, and to treat others with understanding, kindness, and respect. Realizing that someone's choice to sit close to you shows that they care about and are interested in you is a powerful way to make connections that are deeper and more important. It makes us think about how important closeness, trust, and being present are in our interactions and pushes us to work on developing these traits in our relationships. Lesson 2. Men's voices will get louder. Often, when a man's voice gets deeper around you, it's an unspoken sign that you like him. From the point of view of a Stoic, this could be seen as an honest and open statement. Stoicism teaches us to be honest with ourselves and talk about our feelings in a healthy way. Your voice getting deeper is a physical sign that a man is interested in you and at ease with you being there. It shows a desire to get to know each other better and speak more deeply. This behavior fits with the Stoic idea of living in harmony with nature because it's a normal thing to do when you feel attracted to someone. By recognizing this sign, we can trust that the other person's feelings are real. It makes us more likely to react with understanding and empathy, which creates a safe space for honest conversation. Respecting each other's feelings and recognizing them is a key part of building strong, meaningful connections. This sign reminds us how important it is to listen and pick up on small cues when we're talking to each other. By paying attention to how someone's voice changes, we can learn more about how they're feeling and what they want. Being more aware of these things is a big part of emotional intelligence, which is important for having good connections. What counts is not what happens to you, but how you handle it. Don't let the fact that a man's voice doesn't get deeper around you change how you feel about yourself or how you see him. Instead, pay attention to how you respond. Think about how you can handle the situation in a way that is in line with your beliefs and values. Lesson 3. A woman's voice gets softer. As Stoics, we are told to notice the little things and look at the world without judging it. It could mean that a woman likes you if her voice gets lowered when she's near you. Remember, though, that you are not in charge of this reaction. It's about looking at it without judging it. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to avoid finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. Marcus Aurelius once said, This quote reminds us not to make snap decisions based on what the majority thinks. There's no guarantee that a woman is interested in you just because her voice gets softer. It's just a sign to look at, not a judgment. We are scared more often than we are hurt, and our imaginations hurt us more than the real world. Don't get too excited if a woman's voice gets softer when she's near you. Don't let what it might mean scare you. Instead, look at it without judging it, and know that it is just a sign and not the end of the story. What counts is not what happens to you, but how you handle it. Watch how you react if you're not sure if a woman's voice is getting softer or if she likes you. Don't judge what you see, just accept things as they are. Then, act wisely and calmly. From a Stoic point of view, knowing what it means when a woman's voice gets softer can help us handle our interactions with wisdom and peace. It teaches us to look at things without judging them, to accept them as they are, and to concentrate on our responses, which we can change. But keep in mind that love is complicated and has many sides. It isn't just one sign or trick. It means paying attention to all the signs, figuring out what they mean, and acting in the right way. Don't pay too much attention to one sign. Instead, pay attention to all the signs, accept them without judging them, and act in a calm and wise way. That's how the Stoics think about love. One interesting sign of love is when a woman's voice gets softer. It's a small thing that can tell us a lot about how a woman feels, but we need to look at this sign with the knowledge of Stoicism in order to fully understand it. We need to watch without judging, accept things as they are, and act wisely. Lesson 4. After you tell a joke, they'll look at you. People from all walks of life can understand and enjoy humor. When someone likes you, they'll often look at you after they joke around. They want to be with you in that happy moment, see how you react, and get to know you better. But how does Stoicism help us understand this? Stoicism shows us how important it is to share memories and enjoy the present moment. When someone looks at you after making a joke, they want you to be a part of that moment. They're telling you that they want to connect with you, laugh with you, and make a story with you. Don't forget, though, that it's not about you controlling what they do. It's about noticing and enjoying the experience that everyone is having. To be happy, we must stop stressing about things that we can't change. Enjoy the moment if someone looks at you after you tell a joke. Don't worry about what it means, though. You have no power over it. The fact that they're with you at this time is a gift. Take pleasure in what it is. A shared experience, a link, a happy moment. Stoicism tells us to pay attention to our responses, which we can control. You can choose how to respond if someone looks at you after you joke. You can smile, laugh, or just be there with them during the moment. You can choose to value the relationship, the experience, and the chance to share their happiness. Remember, though, that their look doesn't say anything about how valuable you are. That doesn't mean your presence is valid. You're important not because someone looks at you after a joke, but because you are. There is value in you not because someone likes you, but because you are a person with the ability to think, be good, and be wise. Stoicism tells us to think about how we understand things. It doesn't always mean that someone likes you when they look at you after you tell a joke. If they do that, it could mean they want to confirm their opinion, get a response, or see how funny you are. There are many things that it could mean, but remember that it's not about how you see what they did. You have to watch without judging and accept things as they are. You control your mind, not what happens in the outside world. If you understand this, you will be strong. Pay attention if someone looks at you after you tell a joke, but don't let it take over your thoughts. Your strength is that you can control what you say, how you think, and what you do. Lesson 5. When they see you, their eyes get bigger. The body is a fascinating thing that sends out subtle signs that can tell what we're thinking and feeling. One of these signals is the pupils getting bigger, which happens automatically when we see something or someone we like. As Stoics, we are told to notice the little things and look at the world without judging it. When someone sees you, their eyes get bigger, which is a small but important sign that they might be interested in you. It's important to remember, though, that this is a mental reaction that the person can't change. Remember that your pupils getting bigger is a normal reaction and doesn't always mean that someone likes you personally. They may be interested in what you have to say or find you interesting. It means they are interested, but that attention can be in different things. What counts is not what happens to you, but how you handle it. It helps us remember that our eyes getting bigger is a normal reaction, and that we shouldn't take it too seriously. We should instead notice it, accept it, and respond with calm and understanding. Lesson 6. When you're close, they feel more alive. A person who likes you will often have more energy when they're with you. They're happy to be with you, and this can show in a lot of different ways, like more energy, excitement, and interest. But how does Stoicism help us understand this? Stoicism teaches us how important it is to be present and bring good energy into a room. If someone is more energetic when you're around, it means they not only notice you, but also value the energy you bring to their life. Remember, though, that Stoicism tells us to notice and enjoy this energy without letting it control how we feel or what we do. Mind power is what makes life possible. Someone cares about the most important things in your life: your mind, your presence, and their energy rising around you. It's important to remember, though, that you can't control their energy. You can only change how you react to it. But what does it mean when the energy of someone around you rises? It might mean more than one thing. Perhaps they are at ease with you, looking forward to seeing you, or interested in you. It's important to just feel this energy without making any assumptions. Remember that Stoicism tells us to look at the world without judging it. It's important to keep in mind that more energy doesn't always mean desire. People may have more energy when they're with you because they feel at ease, like being with you, or value your friendship. Don't jump to conclusions then. Pay attention to and value their energy, but don't let it affect how you act or feel. If someone gets more excited when you're around, it could mean that they enjoy being with you. Remember that Stoicism tells us to accept things as they are, to look at this energy without judging it, and to value it without letting it control our actions. Lesson 7. They care about you. People who are interested in you often make you feel important. They respect what you say, how you feel, and the time you give them. You are important to them, and they let you know it. But how does Stoicism help us understand this? Stoicism teaches us how important worth is and how powerful appreciation can be. If someone makes you feel important, they're not just showing how much they like you. They also want you to know that they care about you as a person. Don't forget, though, that it's not about you controlling what they do. It's about noticing how valuable they are and respecting it. The best way to get back at someone who hurt you is to not be like them. In terms of attraction, this means that when someone makes you feel important, you shouldn't try to control them, but instead should value them. In other words, value them. How do you know what it means to value someone? It means recognizing what they did, trying to figure out what they were trying to say, and treating them with kindness and care. It means giving them the same level of respect that they give you. Stoicism also tells us to watch out for our feelings. Even though it's good when someone makes us feel important, we shouldn't let that feeling run our lives. It's not something we should count on or expect all the time. A person can't learn something they think they already know. If we think we already know what to say when someone makes us feel important, we might miss the chance to show them how much we value them. We might not think much of what they do, or even worse, we might become cocky. If someone makes you feel important, watch what they do without judging them. Figure out what they want without expecting anything in return, and be kind, respectful, and not cocky when you answer. Stoicism tells us to just accept things the way they are. It's okay if someone doesn't make you feel important, doesn't say anything about your worth. How other people treat you doesn't tell you how valuable you are. How you treat yourself does. The person who wants more is poor, not the person who has too little. You might feel poor even if someone makes you feel important if you need them to. If you enjoy what they do without wanting it, you will feel rich, even if it doesn't make you feel important. If someone makes you feel important, it means you like them, but it's also a sign of worth. So value what they've done, try to figure out what they mean, and treat them with kindness and respect. Don't let what they do rule you, though, and don't want them. Through the lens of Stoicism, understanding the signs that someone likes you can help us handle our interactions with wisdom and peace. It teaches us to look at things without judging them, to accept them as they are, and to find power in being able to handle how we react.